Alright guys, so you've already seen the thumbnail at this point. I won't bother with the suspension. I'm a glutton for punishment, and I got another project here on the farm. And that project is this. So for a while, I've wanted an old farm truck, and this one sort of just popped up. And it looks like it's gonna start raining on us, so I don't know how much we'll get. So this is a 1975 D300, which is a 1-ton dually from Dodge. And yes, it is purple. If you're familiar with the old Dodges, one of the common popular colors back in the day was plum crazy purple. And I actually used to have a plum crazy purple Charger, not the old ones, but a modern one. And I love that car. And in fact, I've owned several Dodges, and well, I loved all of them, to be honest with you. In fact, I've actually owned a lot of cars already because I'm kind of like cars. But this is actually my 4th Dodge and the oldest one. So I don't know exactly why, but I've always just sort of been a little bit partial to the Dodges. And I think that's because back when I was a kid, my dad gave me his truck, which was, you know, a Dodge pickup truck, 2005, nothing fancy or anything, but it meant a lot to me. So I think that sort of started my love for those. And then I bought a newer Dodge pickup truck, and I love that truck. It was a great truck. And then, you know, skipping all the story, I ended up with a brand new Dodge Charger. And I bought that because it had back seats and I could put car seats in it for my kids, and that was a fun car. And fast forward to now, and I bought this old farm truck. So why this one? Honestly, I'm not really sure. It just sort of jumped out at me, and I talked myself out of it a little bit and ended up coming back to it. And I don't know, I like that truck. Now, this purple was not original. This is actually not a color that was available this year, but somebody back in the day thought that purple was right, and you know, I tend to agree. So this has the 318 in it, which is not the most powerful engine, but they're bulletproof, and it sounds pretty good when it runs, but it does have some issues. There's a lot of electrical issues in this truck. There's no wiring in the back of it, so there's no brake lights. The marker lights aren't wired correctly. The headlights work sometimes. The marker lights on the roof, all but one of them work. Some of the gauges work, and the marker lights on the front, pretty sure they don't work either. But the body is clean. There's virtually no rust except in the floor pans, which is pretty typical in any old car. There's a little bit under here, but not too bad. So they've somebody in the past just put some plates down to sort of cover it, and it's okay. It's an old farm truck. The dash is not complete. Most of the gauges are there, but most of them don't work. And I don't know if that's due to the gauge being broken or the wiring issues I've talked about. It's got seats from something. I'm wondering if maybe it was a Jeep Liberty, but I'm not really sure. I haven't looked them up, but they work. Got all the chrome for the wheels, some extra door panels. So, and the dash pad was painted, and it's flaking, but it's actually in pretty good shape. It's not cracked and broken, so we'll be able to salvage most of that. The glove box is cracked, but again, it's an old farm truck, so I'm not too worried about it. Our roof's solid, and she runs. So I'm still learning about it. I hadn't figured it all out yet. I'm not sure all the specifics, but we'll get there. And I got some extra doors for it, which honestly, the doors that are in it are in better shape. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do with those. But she's a 12-foot flatbed, which is great for a farm truck because I'll be able to go and get pallets and hay and whatever else I need and not have to take a trailer anymore, which would be awesome. So like I said, I didn't need it, but I'm a glutton for punishment, and so I added more to do that I didn't really need to do. But the good news is with this one is this isn't something I have to have, that has to be running right now to use it. You know, it does run. I've taken it down the road even though it's not quite ready to be, you know, roadworthy and usable. I'll have time to kind of play with this one and kind of fix it up. This won't be a full restoration type of thing. It's just going to be a, hey, let's get it safe, let's get everything working that should be working, and get the wiring all worked out, and then just use it. And for a 48-year-old truck, she looks pretty good. Hope I look that good at 48. So she's pretty clean overall. It needs a radiator. I already talked about some wiring. You know, that brake booster is a bit old, but it works. She had heat. Don't know if the heat works, but it's all there. The only other rust besides the cab is that radiator support down there, which it's not so bad that it's, you know, a problem, but it does need to be kind of cleaned up a little bit. Now, let me tell you the best part about this truck. It only cost me 1,800 bucks. All right, if you're like me, I know what you want to see. See if we can get it to start. Not bad for a truck that's been sitting for like 15 years. All right, well, a couple more things I remembered. It does have new tires all the way around it. The front ones are style correct. The rear ones are not, but the guy I got it from just said that he got tires on it that he could get a hold of. So we'll have to see about upgrading those at some point. And it's got what I think is aftermarket assistance springs on it, which look like they've probably been there about as long as the truck has, but I couldn't find evidence that these are factory. So maybe they are, maybe they're not. I'm still learning. Oh yeah, and it's custom straight piped with cherry bombs that dump out right behind the cab. So with plenty of exhaust leaks, which seems customary for these old trucks. All right, that's pretty much all for now on the show and tell. Tell me what you guys think. Like I said, we got this old farm truck. It only run us 1,800 bucks. I think it'll be awesome to be able to use it, not just here on the property, but to make runs to the mill and, you know, things like that. And not just that, I think it's a cool old truck. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys like to see anything specific about it, or if you have any information on it. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm still learning about this whole thing, but I'm excited about working on this when I get a chance. Probably be definitely more winter projects where I'm not as busy, but I seem to fill up that time too. So who knows, we may not get to do a whole lot, but maybe we will. And if you guys like it, I'll try to spend some more time on it. So either way, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you again soon.